Mitali Nikore, who's an economist in Delhi, is among 20 million other Delhi residents who find it hard to breathe in the air, she told me.
Honestly, when one is living in Delhi at this point, one can't even step out of one's balcony door to breathe in the fresh air because it's hitting your eyes and your eyes immediately start watering when you're sort of standing out in the atmosphere and if you take a deep breath, it hits your lungs and you feel a tinge of the smoke in your mouth. So it's actually really, really bad at this point.
I can so much relate to this, Mitali, because I've spent years in Delhi. And it's of late that we've seen that pollution gets so bad that you can't even see the sun. It's that thick grey smog that surrounds residential complexes, the city. Have you switched on your air purifier, which seems to be now more than a choice, a necessity?
Absolutely, I have my air purifier on, and so do most of my friends. The two main sources of pollution in this season are vehicular and stubble burning. 30 to 35% of pollution has now, PM2.5 concentration has come from stubble burning.
But Mitali, at this point of time, I was reading that construction work has stopped in the city. Schools are shut. Many offices are also asking their employees to work from home because the air outside is so bad. And the local media is comparing it to a toxic gas chamber. Could you tell us what's the economic impact of so many activities that are disrupted?
So, a number of reports have estimated the economic impact of this lockdown, if you will. And certain estimates from Greenpeace place it at about $8.1 billion per year. You know, the overall cumulative impact of air pollution on Delhi's economy. The other bigger issue is around the health impact and the fact that a lot of people lose their productivity and they fall sick because of this pollution, because of asthma, because of breathing difficulties, because of the fact that they may even need to be hospitalized because of lung disease and lung issues. And this disease burden is also the cause of a large amount of this economic loss. What has not been estimated is the long term impact and the long term economic loss that cities like Delhi could face if, for example, we enter into a vicious cycle where people start leaving the city because this causes, I mean, staying here, prolonged exposure to pollution causes health issues. And then employers, corporates, future investors also start to feel that this is not a city which is growing, and as a result, the city loses out on its economic advantage.
That is so true, Mitali, because my family is back home and I constantly worry about their health. Where can the investments be directed to ensure that there is a long term solution?
So I think, Devina, we have to think about public transport and congestion charges working together in a city like Delhi. We have had a large amount of investments in public transport, but going forward, expanding the fleet of electric buses, expanding the metro connectivity. Then the second is around the industries that are operating around Delhi and their pollutants, ensuring that there are carbon taxes in place, and the third is around stubble burning and thinking about how governments can purchase stubble upfront. So, these three areas are what we can actually invest much more in.